Take one, Benem.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hey everybody, we're here on August 5th. Happy birthday to Justin, my
Justin
number one son.
T. Mullen.
First son, that doesn't mean we're ranking them in order.
Her son, and we just had little Nora, his third child.
Yeah, little Nora came into the picture. She's adorable. I just want to update our viewers that Joe Biden has stepped out of the race.
You're kidding.
No, he stepped out.
Really?
And as much as I despised him, he's doing it for the betterment of the country.
God bless him.
And he wants to save democracy. So Joe stepped down and has promoted Kamala Harris, who is the last one in on all the decisions. So it's going to be full steam ahead. You know, there's not much changes there, and thank God. You know, I mean.
Well, it's been going great. I don't know about you. They're not. We got to stop calling them illegals.
No.
They're just people trying to get to a better life.
They're trying to better themselves. Like.
And when they don't have any food or money, they got to rape people.
And they left Venezuela. It's funny.
Yeah.
But the Venezuelan government, when the guy took over, he started controlling the media.
Yeah.
And having his public stations. He disarmed all of the Venezuelans, rounded up all their weapons from them.
Okay, good.
Changed the Supreme Court because it was so screwed up.
Yeah.
He took that over, and now they just had an election. Just to warn y'all, they just had an election, and the other guy won. Their Trump won, and this guy's saying no, and he's got the military. So that's what can happen, and thank God for Joe and Cam, because you can see what can happen.
So basically, what happened in Venezuela is starting to happen here.
It is, and if Trump comes back, that's what's going to happen. Even though the Democrats are doing it to show us what can happen.
That's right. And then when it all goes to shit, they will reverse it. I'm sure they will.
Oh my God, they will. Charlie Schumer and all of them have sworn on it.
They've sworn on it. They'll be good.
Joe works
Mysterious
countless hours for the American people.
He does.
And Kamala, who people might say not a great choice, she was a wonderful person. She's a prosecutor.
She's wonderful.
So
she has the IQ of a lily pad, but here's the thing: she uses it well. Freebies, and more freebies.
Well, and we're in good shape there.
Yeah.
And
yep. Tom, who's gonna answer me this? Who will work to pay the taxes to get this government to continue to run?
The rich, Wayne. The rich have not been paying their fair share
They
at
haven't.
all.
Okay.
And 16 Nobel Prize winning laureates.
Okay.
Now, I know they look a little funny in the tights and on their tiptoes, but laureates and 14 holy helpers have confirmed.
Isn't that a West Seneca church? But go ahead.
I don't know. I thought I read that this economy is booming. Think about Trump's last year in office. Everything was closed down.
Well, yeah.
Everything. I mean,
and I'll tell you something.
You couldn't travel anywhere.
No. Listen, the MAGAs are going to tell you it was COVID. It was not COVID.
Woo-hoo! Lunatics!
Jamona.
They're also going to tell us that the Chinese and Dr. Fauci created this. Come on. This stuff has been
This
living
was
in
a
the
flying
bad world.
monkey bat.
It was a bat.
No,
and they ate
but it was a different kind. It was the ones that flew around in the Wizard of Oz. The monkeys
yes.
with wings.
And the long tails.
Yeah.
And it became a delicacy over there in Wuhan, and the rest is pretty much history.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's what's happened there. I don't know if you guys know that.
Another quick update. I want to push I'm glad you jumped on board with me. My new fundraiser is called Food for Trough. Okay.
Okay.
And
now wait, is this the trough like you piss in at Rich Stadium?
Well, that is considered a trough. This is an eating trough.
Okay.
I want to see troughs installed at our schools for the children to eat out of.
Now, can I ask you why?
Well, there's been a strong push by proud Americans to become fur zones. Now, it's not the fur you and I would think. Now, shame on us. These are children that are raised like a kitty cat. And
so they identify as a cat.
They identify as a cat, and they void in a litter box.
They do?
Yes, and that was first installed.
Do they get the good clumps? The clumps?
Well, that depends how, again, parenting and how you train, right?
Okay.
And it started in Orchard Park. We now have a fur zone here in Cleve Hill.
Yeah?
And I think that's wonderful. But I try with my children, I fail. And I don't know what
Well, they go in the toilet, right?
Right, but I don't know what control I have with. No, I'm not talking about the.
Oh.
I wasn't even hip to this.
I
My
wasn't
kids
either.
got too old. I'm talking about trough eating.
Okay.
Think about this. How many obese cats and dogs do you see in the country?
Not many.
Because they're eating on all fours. Now you put that little junior down, and he's eating on all fours. It just the pressure of the blood going to your brain and getting out of breath is going to stop you from
Plus,
eating.
you're not using your hands.
No.
You're on all fours. You need them to steady yourself. So now you're going to eat only with your mouth, and you won't eat as much, and you won't be blobs.
It's going to nip obesity in the bud, to quote Barney Fife. 2,
Okay.
think of the, you know that little boy that got his Mr. President, you lower my insulin, and I'm not mocking it because it is horrible.
Yeah.
And Joe said, what else talking on me? Well, anyways, there won't be diabetes anymore with obesity wiped out. You know, that form of diabetes.
Yeah, type 2.
Trough eating. It's easier to clean up. You don't have all the dishes to do.
Well, hold on. Now, when the kids go mass trough eating at school, all right, they got mashed potatoes and chicken and shit stuck to their face. Will there be immediate showers in the gym?
Oh, God, no. There'll be washing stations.
Okay.
And you can have those areas where you walk and you can have the water filter right back down into the ground. And
Okay.
you come through and just a light mist clean off because a lot of psoriasis is rampant in our schools too.
Well, that's
And this would be a lot better way of doing it, but food for trough. Think about it.
All right.
Think about it.
Did you get a GoFundMe going for that? Or
Well, I'm gonna start off with grassroots,
Okay.
if you will.
knock on some doors?
But again, I challenge anybody to show me obese dogs, cats, horses. Show me them. They don't.
Okay. I've seen a
Because
few
it's
fat
looking
dogs.
down and eating.
I've seen a couple fat
And I'm
dogs.
gonna guarantee you.
Yeah.
You show me a fat dog, I'll show you a dog that eats off the table. Scraps.
Well, you got a point. You got a point. There's a reason why you're on the show.
It is.
Because
Done a lot of research.
you do not only research, but these things come into your mind.
Seriously, everybody, friends.
Friends?
I'm not gonna name names, but
Our friends?
people we know went to a hotel in Ohio for a vacation. I don't know if it was Cedar Park was around there or whatever. And,
Cedar Point, get it
Cedar
right.
Point, whatever. And they said, well, we do have some rooms, but we want you to know there's a fur convention. To which the husband said, well, we'll just make do.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
What
no.
can I get in there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was people that identify
As
kitty
cats.
cats.
That's true, isn't it?
A true story, guys. I can't make it up.
Wow.
They said these people, apparently they don't wear, I guess cats don't wear any perspirant, so they don't. So there was a reek in the hotel. They were rude. They were bumbling and stumbling, and you know where my mind's going with this. The little kitty onesie. And meow, room 402, meow, 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 meow.
See, it's basically it could turn into
No.
like a
Seriously.
sex slave show with ears.
Seriously, everybody. Satan is on the loose. Troughs. I mean, that was my idea. But
Yeah, kitty litter boxes.
tomorrow's bookstore rifleman is being festered right now. When little Wally goes on a little, it gets to be about 16. One of the kids is driving. Hey, let's go to Beaver Brown and check it out. Hey, cool. And pull it. What the fuck's Wally? Wally, what are you doing? You're shitting. It's sand. No, you're creating tomorrow's mass murder. And I'm gonna leave you with this
You can't leave us with this.
Pennsylvania shooting here. Nobody's showing the photo of our shooter
Yeah.
with the shoulder length hair. And a lot of rumors are saying maybe a little medication and some,
A little bit of estrogen.
maybe a little bit of something going on there. Because we haven't been told about the Nashville shooting, because they say a lot of that had to do with some
Transgender.
changing.
Yeah.
And by the way, Biden and Cammie's new Title IX went into effect, and any girl, my daughter going to college now, would have to share a room with a guy, whether she wanted to or not. And
Yeah.
if she complains, it's sexual harassment.
Harassment.
This is where we're going here. It's satanic, and
Well, that
shame on all of us.
woman nearly knocked out that poor Italian girl in the
Right.
ring in the Olympics. What are we doing? And don't
Well-
tell me it's an X and Y chromosome. That thing that she was fighting with was no closer to the female than my dog.
they did test, and they had the XY chromosome. I don't think it was a case of a guy changing
No,
to...
it wasn't.
All right, we get it. But all right, when I was younger, I wanted to play Little League football, but my weight class didn't have a team.
Well, it didn't exist.
Actually,
Mine either.
Actually,
son, you're a full adult.
the bigger class did.
No, I know.
Which would have put a very young man with bigger guys. And my weight class didn't, and obviously you don't play below because they do it for safety.
Right. You don't want a 60-pound kid getting hit by a 100-pound
Right.
kid.
So they do these things for safety, but we're not going to be satisfied until someone's carted out.
Yeah.
That one of the Chinese swimmers just shattered a record.
Which they say literally cannot be done. It's the 100-yard. There's a couple things you got to do in the 100-yard, or 100-meter, excuse me. 50-meter pool. You got to get to and do your turn. It's got to be perfect. And then you actually have to count your strokes so that when your hand is coming over, the last one touches.
Right.
And you're not in the middle of a half stroke. So over the last 25 years, 6 100ths have been shaved off the record. 25 years. This guy blew it away by 4/10, which is, nearly 7 times what everybody else has done in 25 years. So, two of the competitors in the pool leaned over and said to each other, "Doping." Now we don't know yet, but
right.
My God,
phenomenal athletes cometh all the time.
Yep.
But eventually, you're watching a 100-yard dash yesterday, and eventually, there's got to be the end to a record, right? Otherwise, it's over.
It's gone.
Well,
and that was
I have no idea.
That was the point. Well, first of all, that one was wild because it was 7 within 6 100ths of a second.
But the American that finished third's foot crossed first.
I know. So what do they count?
His upper body.
I don't know.
But it beat everybody. Wouldn't the foot?
Yeah, why not?
The line goes to Alpha Centauri in football.
Well,
I don't understand it, but whatever.
But to Tom's point, when you have a 100-meter swim or a 50-meter swim, there's only it can only get so fast, okay? And like I said, they cut off 6 100ths
in 25 years.
In 25 years, suddenly here comes Yang Ping Suk Muk, and he rips it apart.
No one can find any birth parents.
He's either an alien or.
And listen.
No, I'd like to see, seriously, I'm not even going to accuse him. I'm just saying it does seem weird, and I'd like to see at the end of all this how they think it possibly happened.
Lance Armstrong, we now know, was glowed at night. And we also know that some of these bikers had the motors in their bikes.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to cheat, I know someone's going to find it. The Canadian coach sent a drone to watch the other team's soccer practice. Look, they line up there, and there.
What do you do? Look at this guy. He can really kick it.
Oh, no. She kicks, and then she looks to pass. Write this down, are you, Wally?
I will.
What are we looking
By the way,
at?
I'm going up to Timmy's. You need one?
Yeah, give me one. Give me a Timbit too, eh? But what? And listen, everybody's probably. I mean, a lot of people do it. Nationalities, countries, everybody. But what are we looking at with a drone on a soccer practice? You
know what?
6 kicks with the left foot too. Write that down.
You know what happened? The drone got bored.
Yeah.
Shitty sport. I just heard somebody fire up a lawnmower.
It never fails. It never fails.
It's monsoon.
But that's pretty much our Olympic thing. The last thing with the two women that kind of genetically are closer to men.
Altered.
Produce their stuff. Show it.
Yeah.
And if they said this, here's an interview with the girl from Algeria. There was no translator. I mean, I have no idea, so that pretty much sums that up.
Don't like wiener.
But guys, we do it for safety, and men shouldn't compete against women. Now, in this case, I guess they're born with both parts or whatever. But what they seem to be closer to, go against your own then, right?
Yeah.
And guys, it's boxing. It's not badminton. It's boxing.
Yeah, we're talking.
Someone's going to get killed.
Someone's going to get killed. Exactly. So Trump comes out. He's going to be his own worst enemy. We're going to have President Kamala, if he don't shut the F up. He's out there talking about she's Jamaican, she's black, she's Indian. Will you just tell everybody her horrific policies and her lack of IQ and the do nothing piece of dirt she is, and stop with you were the best that ever lived. People have patted you on the back. It was an incredible, stop it.
We all know she's a moron, and we all know she's a hood ornament for 44 who's still running the show.
Right.
Donald's got a classifier focus on the border,
Yeah.
the economy,
Crime.
and the world on the verge of war,
Yep.
and those things. Hit home on that, and not this Cam Harris, and if she's black, white, pink, or green. They're lunatics. They're radical. We have to beat them back, guys. We have to.
Yeah.
The rich, there isn't enough rich in the world to pay for everything free.
No.
All right.
She wants to do it. Wants to do it.
Free college, free this, free that. No.
We're all gonna. At what point do the people that make the money and pay the taxes just say fuck it?
Guys,
I'm going on welfare.
I started out joking about Venezuela. That was one of the most lucrative countries in South America, right?
Did they have oil?
But they had the oil and everything, and then they voted in a guy that started turning the country into socialism. Sounds good on paper, but then you find out the only people eating sirloin are the people in the house there. We're all eating cat.
Well, funny thing, I was reading about Karl Marx, who was the grandfather of socialism and Marxism. The bottom line with this guy is that he was brilliant, but he never maintained a job. He went around speaking about socialism.
Right.
And so his kids ate out of the welfare troughs and the whole bit, and he went on and on about socialism. And the joke is the guy, he sucked off the teeth that he made.
You got what happened in Venezuela is a capsule of what's been going on here, right?
Yes.
And they tried doing it in Europe in some countries, Ukraine, for example. Hungary forbid it, and of course we're told he's a lunatic. No, he just wants to save Hungarian values and his country.
And his country.
But they started here, and it's control. Look at our Department of Justice. We were going to let out, or not let out. We allowed the plea bargain the mastermind of 9/11.
Yep.
Well, just think though. Remember on 9/11 we were told to move on and forget by these guys. Because Barack wanted to close that. That was his plan. He tried for 8 years.
Close Gitmo.
He wanted to close that down. They caught 2 foreign people here illegally trying to break into Gitmo. They were sent home, back in the country here,
Right.
with a court appearance ticket. Let's see if they show.
Well, they're going to come, Tom. You know what? When you say you're coming, you'll go. Now, as far as these idiots...
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
The Biden administration told us they had nothing to do with the military-type trial going on for these masterminds, right?
Right.
So they copped a deal. Who's the commander-in-chief?
I think it's him. And by the way, 3 days later, they went back.
Because people raised hell. They tried to snow it in here.
Yep.
That's not even the word. Sweep it under the door.
What is snowing? I don't know.
And they stopped
it. Cocaine? What is it?
Yeah, now all of a sudden, we reneged on that.
We reneged.
You can't renege on this. Why are these...
Well, let's talk about it too.
Why haven't they been shot attempting to escape?
23 effing years since they flew their planes into our Twin Towers. And they're down there eating food every day, and I don't care if they waterboarded their cock 700 times. Get them the fuck, kill them, hang them, public ceremony.
Who's going to actually look? Can you imagine? Well, it's Muhammad Sheikh. It's his mother.
We can't kill.
Mrs. Omar, he's currently in therapy.
He's doing well.
I know he was at the library yesterday. I'm gonna leave him another note in this.
After the library's got gym time.
Right. I'm gonna leave him a note. Ali Akbar to you too, dear. Goodbye. I mean, who's gonna check up on these fucks?
Please.
Why were they electrocuted in a horrific waterboard accident gone wrong? Is it me?
No. 23 years we're keeping these idiots alive that destroyed, they killed 2,900 people.
We bring Trump in on these charges of he sold a lawnmower for $18 instead of $12. Now, I know that's being
no, but it's funny. I mean,
all this stuff and banned him here and banned him there, and what's his El Chavo gets the prime rib, and this guy here and that guy here, guys. They did it in Venezuela. They took everybody's guns away. Everything was going to be wonderful. They controlled the media. i.e. what's going on here.
Right.
Control the military. Now they have an election. This guy, the new guy wins 60-40, if not worse.
Yeah.
He can't take over because the guy's got the military.
He's got the military. And nobody's got guns.
Guys, they're warning you what they's about.
Can
to
you
do.
say America?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I
Remember.
knew that you could.
Yeah.
By the way, the Japs cashed in 22 trillion with a T dollars in treasury bills this morning. The shit is hitting the fan. The Fed waited way too long to decrease interest rates, and it looks like we're on the cusp of a recession. The big R. That means we're gonna eat opossum for a while.
Why Southern there? Why?
I don't know, just went into possum. The
And
cute little
of course,
critters.
we can't find Cam anywhere because they haven't printed up anything on a teleprompter
For her to
talk
say,
about.
yeah.
But keep wondering about this wonderful stuff and what's going on. But anyways, we'll keep that all brief. I wanted to update you that Joe did step down.
Really, that was huge. I didn't hear
And
that. Didn't our source tell us that a couple weeks ago?
Our source.
Oh no, he said the Trump was shot.
Trump was shot. We had our source in. We like to bring our, like the pro teams bring their scouts in.
Yeah.
We bring our sources in for meetings to thank them
Thank them for their
for the information they give us.
Service.
Honestly, we can't run the show without them.
yeah. I mean, we got producers, we got a camera, we got a tripod.
We need
What
you.
else you want from us?
We need our viewers, the kind of letters and cards that we get, and the information. I do want to update people that out in Eden there was a tornado that had gone through.
Yep.
And
The
some
compound's
barns,
okay though.
Some barns were damaged, and sources are saying there might have been one here in Buffalo, but it's way too early for us to have any info on that.
Yeah. A car was flipped at the city mission.
Right.
I'm hearing though it was 13 black males who threw it up in the air.
Hopefully our newfound friends weren't blown away in the
It
wind.
was a Kia.
But I'm sure from the island of Cahook, they've seen wind like that before. But Sabres, nothing new there. Bills,
A lot of injuries. In camp, hopefully they're nagging and not big. I don't see what they're doing down there.
over there.
Over there on One Bills Drive. I don't see it. No, all kidding aside, I think we're going to the Tom Brady New England Patriot offense this year. You're going to see crossing patterns, down and outs, curls. We are going to nickel and dime them to death until they move up the safeties, and it's bye-bye Miss American Pie. What do you think?
I know you've heard that and you've seen it.
No.
I just think fantasy-wise,
Did not read it from the news.
it does nothing for me.
I don't read the news or listen to GR.
There are no big numbers. All his top targets have been stripped from
They're
him.
gone. How's he going to do it?
I don't know.
No, Josh is going to, I think this is going to be an incredible offense. I really do.
How many times did we say last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gone in our offense was the 11-play,
Right.
80-yard drive that took 9 minutes.
I think you're going to see a lot of those.
Back was we did a lot of great 80-yard drives, but like in a minute 20 with a big play or two. I nickel dime, control the ball, and we got some decent running backs on this team. There's no shame in running the damn thing once in a while either.
No. And a shout out to Al Walters there. We definitely got to run. But I'm telling you.
Are we going to visit him, or you mean team run?
Correct.
Oh, I thought maybe we were going to see him.
Shout out to him. His daughter got engaged 2
Yes,
days ago.
congratulations, Sarah.
Little Sarah Walters.
We saw that.
That's really good. Congrats to David and Sarah, Carol and Al. And I'm not sure I'll be invited, but I'm hoping. If not,
It'll be fun. I'll let you know how it goes.
Thanks. I'm sure you'll be in. And all the chatters are going, so except me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bills. This is exciting. Blue and red the other night. Didn't see much, to be honest. I was ushering. Usher of the year has to.
You have to do your job.
You got to do your job. You got to make that $100. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Bills look good. Defense, safety does concern me. We've said it here. You've heard it here about Elam. This kid's going to be good. He's not a throwaway. He's got a newfound process. He's learning the zone. He's always been good man cover. This kid's going to be good. They're saying he might even start. So
I agree.
This is good stuff.
I
Safeties, we just got a lot of injuries and stuff, and maybe it's time to go out and get Simmons from Denver and get somebody here that may be able to do it because a lot of injuries right now.
No, I did hear this morning that they do like what Damar Hamlin's doing now. That
Yes,
also
they
could
do.
be
They do.
business talk too. But
It could be talk. But one thing I worry about Hamlin is if you get next to him, he is a stick man. I hope he
They're
can
not big.
take the tackles.
But
Cole Bishop getting hurt in the shoulder, that kind of hurt. I think he was starting to move.
But I think the other kid from the Rams,
Rap?
Rapp,
Yeah.
he's more of your Poyer type, right? He's going to be more.
He's the tackler. He's the fill in the gap. He's not the best coverage guy. So what we need left is a coverage guy, to your point.
Right.
And maybe Hamlin can do that. I don't know.
Right.
But we have some guys that can play. Teron Johnson, I pray he stays healthy because that kid is a linchpin to this D.
Right.
Starting to get some. My sources are telling me from Pittsburgh that Milano is not quite 100%, and he's actually slowed down a little bit during camp. I'm hoping that's
Well,
right.
they are easing him back, but I also heard an update on him. He's just taking it easy and stuff. We got to get him to play the whole year.
He's got to play the whole year. Dorian Williams, the kid we really liked it out, backup to Milano was, he was just too fired up, bouncing and come. But now they're training him
It's slowing down.
to step back. It's slowing down. They're training him. Look at what's happening. Getting some great edge setting from our defensive ends, especially Epinesa.
Going back to Milano for a second.
Why do I have to go back? I was done.
Well, because I had heard also some talk on him that it's the feeling to get back to feel comfortable and trust what was repaired,
Well,
right?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Vaughn went through that last year where he now admits these guys are athletes, right? They all want to play.
Yeah.
But they do admit that maybe shutting down would have been the best thing because he couldn't do what he wanted to do.
And you and I knew that. I mean, anybody
Right, we all
watching the
knew it.
game, he couldn't turn the corner.
And then when you start losing your interior lineman, which was so critical to this defense, that made it worse.
Yeah.
And you lose Milano and stuff. And they said that there's flashes where Milano's just unbelievable.
Yeah. But it's going to be flashes for now. And you know what? That's fine. Whatever it takes to get him 100% ready.
Right.
You got to play. If you got to play Dorian Williams a little bit, then you play him. I trust Babbage and these guys to get this team ready. By the way, Babbage, a new neighbor of Al. He's over there on Broadview. So
the other guy I'm interested in seeing is, and I don't know the name, the defensive end we took.
the guy who just waved, Umbagwe.
No,
No,
we drafted him.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
They say he's a physical specimen, and they were talking to AJ Epinesa today, and I can't think of his name now.
I know me either.
And they
Fifth round.
said his leverage for a guy that young is unbelievable,
Wow.
and his moves. And he said he's a sponge. He asked us a lot of questions because here I am. What is AJ in his fifth year, maybe now?
Fourth.
Is it fourth?
21, 22, 23, 20, no, fifth.
Fifth year. So
Why are you always right?
well, I only knew because he re-signed, right? So I knew it had to be
That's
4
right.
years. So he goes, it's kind of funny where people are coming to me now.
Uh-huh.
He said, I want to get back because the guys that helped me back in the day. And the other kid that's impressive is this Smoot, I think his name
Yeah,
is.
Dwight Smoot.
And I think
Wayne Smoot.
he kind of took the Shaq Lawson position.
Yeah.
I think he's got his number too, just dumb luck. But
Mhm.
the sturdy defensive end that can set the corner on the run and stuff. So
I'm really liking. I think Epinesa and Rousseau can both set the edge and give you some rush.
again, and when you come to Rousseau, again, injuries with his ankles, the last couple of years. Epinesa said something interesting today, what he's learned. And it's kind of, you've heard it with hockey too, how to maintain your body for the long haul,
Mm-hmm.
how to hydrate, how to get your rest, how to eat right.
Right.
All those little things. And when you're rookies, you don't think of none of that stuff.
No, you think you can solve the world's issues,
Whatever,
whatever
and
you want to do.
You got a lot of the saber talk with some of the veterans we've had, and we've been bringing in. They'll say the same thing: how to be a pro, how to develop, how to eat, how to train. And Epinesa said that's what he's really learned the last couple of years: how to, on certain days, to do certain things to your body so that you're ready to play the next day. And he said camp's wearing on everybody's. I mean, it's only been they only go to camp for 10 days. But,
Yeah, it's not as long as it used to be, is it?
But he said it's weighing on all our nerves. I think, are they with Pittsburgh Steelers or something soon for a practice?
I don't believe so.
They're not going to Pittsburgh and scrimmaging them or something?
I don't think so.
Alrighty, so
I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot.
I thought they were doing something with Pittsburgh.
Nah,
Whatever.
you listen to GR, so you tell me.
No, I was listening to the NFL Network. GR, like we said before, it's a shame that a sports town like this doesn't have
A real station.
And yesterday, just for shits and giggles, I wanted to listen to the Bison game.
Mm-hmm.
And GR was clear and BEN was clear, but 15-20.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Bisons play like in Helsinki?
They actually, I heard that they're on the island of Moch.
Well, because you couldn't understand. I mean, what is going on? We have two major sports teams here.
Oh my God!
It's a huge sports town. We love college and all that other stuff. Why do you get static from 15-20?
I know. And GR, which is 9 miles away.
GR, you go under power lines in some spots, and it's the sports giant in my ass. But anyways,
So Bills, exciting. We got a preseason game Saturday. There's only 3 this year, 2 at home, unfortunately, for the paying people.
Is this one at home Saturday?
This one's at home against the Bears. The Bears. And then, we're getting ready. It's an exciting time of year. I don't like that summer's gone. On the other hand, thank God for football season.
Yeah, believe me, that can wait, right? Because I don't like the winter and stuff too. So, you can't stop the clock, right? So
No, you can't.
You do have football and stuff to look forward to, but I'm not in any hurry to get going. Although it is exciting when another season and hockey. I'm kind of excited.
I'm excited for the Sabres too. I mean, yes, I know we drank the Kool-Aid, but here's what I said this last year, and I said it in mid-November. If we get 6 weeks in and we're 9-10 points out, it's over again. You can't. It's got to come out of the gate.
The start's the key.
Start is critical.
And you can't start like we've done, and as a team with goaltending, scoring, you name it. It's got to be better.
It's got to come together.
And
we didn't have goaltending to start. Then the goaltending came, and we couldn't score. It's got to come together.
We've said this
power
before,
play,
and it sure came true on Saturday. My brief listening to GR, I know why, but I did flip it on, and they were saying, the Bill season's coming, but to me, when does it get to January? Because they're going to be good, and we're going to make the playoffs, but we've got to get into the playoffs now and sustain and blah blah blah. What have we said?
Yeah.
The Sabres, if we get even one home playoff game, would be great. No, it wouldn't.
No, you'd be bitching your brains out.
You just heard these 2 piss pots on the radio talk that we've got to get past that second. Would you guys shut up? Every year is a gift to get in. These leagues are so difficult,
and it's so much parity.
And there is so much parity. Yes, I would like to see the Sabres drought, but the whole 11, 12 years, whatever it is, it's not necessarily all on this group. Have some patience there, because you just proved me right with the Bills. Let's move on.
Yeah. No, that's good. Well, listen, it's pouring rain. We're in Buffalo, New York. It's August 5th. Happy birthday, Justin. My mom is tomorrow, but let's see, what will my mom be, Tom? 32, 92.
Wow.
She would have been.
And did Marv not just turn 99?
Marv, 99.
He was just in an autograph show. I did not go or anything, but he just did something somewhere.
Man, this guy.
God bless him.
That's unbelievable at 99.
God bless him. And people put him down.
Anybody who wants to send any cards or
food for thought,
sexual favors, my birthday's Saturday. And my buddy Alex, his is also Saturday. So, we'll be talking about a bunch of Leos here, except Tom.
Food for Trough, guys. Any donation, greatly appreciate.
Where would you like them sent?
P.O. Box 196854.
Okay, thank you. Cheektowaga 225.
Yes.
All right, everybody, have a great day on this pouring rain Monday.
And think about it, though. When you're thinking, that's why we named it Food for Trough.
Trough, not food for
How
thought.
many obese dogs and cats do you see?
No, there's a few, but not a lot.
Again, scraps.
Scraps. You called it, man. You know what? I don't know if we know now. If I know right now, right here, the brilliance I'm in front of.
Right. And I did get in contact with our good source from Sunnyside.
Yes.
He is safe. He got out of the encampments.
Oh, thank God.
With the, there is no revolution. It's an Antifada creation, whatever the hell. And he befriended, and this is going to be an upcoming show, he befriended not one, but 2 of the drummers.
Well, if he can get him out of there. See, he's kind of he goes in, befriends him, and gets rid of him.
Well, he did, and he was able to take one of the drums away, which completely frigged up their rally the next morning.
Yale's gone. Yale's out.
But anyways, Timmy's safe, and he's currently at Hofstra.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Tom says he loves you. I'm not sure.
Love y'all.
But we'll talk soon. I had a laugh.
Breaking news.
Bark like a dog. Tom, we don't have it.
It's gone.
No, it's good.
Oh.